Let's get into our dollars and cents. So many people graduated in 2023. We watched them walk across the stage all across our region this year. And many high school graduates leaving home for the first time to go to college have now made several parents empty nesters. With that, a few questions loom. Should you move, sell, or keep the family home? A study done by Bank of America found that 70% of homeowners ages 45 to 76 plan to have retired in the home they already own. The choice has significant financial impact. And to answer all of our money questions, we have the expert with us today, Teresa Chenetz, right? And we want to really ease the fear of anxiety when it comes to being an empty nester. So first, walk us through what are the pros and the cons of now having the whole house to yourself?
Absolutely, and it's a question that I face frequently, not only with our clients at Merrill Lynch, but also with my friends as we're having kids graduate from high school and college and move out. And so I think that a lot of clients think, well, I could sell my house, I could move, I could stay, or maybe stay and add on. So looking at selling, you have to look at the market. And with our market, we've got inventory increasing, so there's a lot more houses for sale. And interest rates for mortgages have gone up as well. And so you might find that you might not be able to get as much for your house as you might have a couple of years ago.
And so if you're now sitting in your home looking at all of these rooms that you have left, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe I need to sell, what's the benefits in letting go of that family home?
So if you time it right, once you sell your house, you might have some extra dollars to supplement your retirement income if you're able to find something that's less expensive, which sometimes can be difficult to do in our region. So some people take a look at moving out of state, either for lower housing costs or possibly tax advantages. But one of the things that they may not keep in mind is that you have an established social community that when you move to a new area, you have to rebuild. Moving or selling your house and moving can be expensive too. You've got the closing costs, realtor fees, and moving expenses, and sometimes you need to buy new furniture when you move to a new place. So a lot of people then say, you know, that's a lot, maybe I should just stay.
And speaking about staying, there's so much emotional connection to your family home, right? You raised your kids there. You may still have the markings of how tall they were, right, as they got older. So what's the benefits in keeping that home, even though it may be too big for you?
Yes, so I know my own kids are super excited that I'm back in my family home that's been in my family for 90 years. And their handprints are, in fact, on the tile in their bathroom. So they're very excited, as are many kids, to be able to come home. And it's nice to have the extra space for your children and future grandchildren right there in your family house. A lot of people then choose also, if they're going to stay, to remodel or maybe add on. It's very popular in Sacramento to be converting a garage, if you have room, to maybe add on a studio unit that maybe becomes an ADU and a potential source of additional income during your retirement.
And I have a big question for you, because many people who are at this stage of their life have either paid off their home or they're close to it. What's your financial advice on maybe renting your home and then traveling, or renting your home, moving to a smaller unit?
And that's what's so exciting. I think the pandemic really opened people's eyes as to so many other possibilities besides the standard stay in your home and live there forever. And so some people are creating an opportunity for a combination of lifestyles where maybe they have a base 6 months in a day in one state, and then they spend the rest of the time traveling, and maybe they're even renting out their house or ADU.
And my last question for you, when should people start making these decisions, having this conversation with their spouse or themselves before their kids head off to college?
So at Merrill Lynch Wealth Management, I think it's so important for each person to take a look at their own situation and meet with a financial advisor and to evaluate all of your options and the tax and income implications of each. Because there's a lot of things to consider in retirement, including unexpected costs, health care, and many of our clients are looking at, fear of having long-term care expenses and how would that fit into the mix, and ultimately efficiently transitioning their estate to their children and or philanthropic organizations that they feel strongly about. So all of these things mean that it's really important to meet with a financial advisor, have a financial plan, and we're happy to help you at Merrill Lynch to do that.
And when you find a financial advisor that you trust, what should you bring to that first meeting? What documents?
Well, I think it's always helpful to have your all of your most recent statements and tax returns. But candidly, the very first meeting is all about connecting with that advisor and having them help you to explore all the pros and cons of your dreams and your hopes, and help you to create a plan to help you live your best financial life.
Well, Teresa, we appreciate you coming this weekend to help break us all down, all this money management conversation, because we know a lot of people are now dealing with this and didn't think about it prior to. They were so focused on getting that cap and gown for their kiddos.
Yes.
Now it's time to think about yourself. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All righty. Well, we appreciate you coming in.